Greetings fam, if you've been looking at those aggressive off-road electric dirt bikes and wondering which ones actually deliver real performance versus just marketing hype, the ESKUTE 3500W Peak model is one of the more talked about options in this mid-range electric motorcycle category. Before anything else, check the link in bio because bikes in this performance tier tend to sell quickly when people realize what they're getting. I've researched this ESKUTE electric dirt bike thoroughly across specs, manufacturer data, and real user feedback, so this breakdown is grounded in real-world performance rather than just advertised numbers. This category is often filled with similar-looking models, so understanding what it actually delivers on the road and trails is important before buying. Starting with performance, this bike uses a 48V system paired with a motor advertised at up to 3500 W peak power, which puts it firmly in the high-torque off-road e-bike category. In real use, that means strong acceleration from a stop, solid hill climbing ability, and enough punch to handle rough terrain without feeling underpowered. The mid-drive style setup also helps deliver more balanced torque compared to cheaper hub motorbikes. Top speed is typically around 38 miles per hour, which aligns with what similar ESKUTE configurations and independent testing reports show. That speed is more than enough for off-road trails and controlled riding environments, but it's important to understand this is not a highway vehicle. The power delivery is more about torque and control on uneven terrain rather than sustained high-speed cruising. Comfort and handling are where this bike tries to stand out. It uses full suspension with nitrogen-filled dual shock absorbers, which helps smooth out bumps, trails, and uneven ground. This system is designed to maintain stable damping even during longer rides, improving control when riding over rough terrain or at higher speeds. Combined with hydraulic brakes, it gives solid stopping power and better confidence compared to entry-level electric bikes. Build quality is fairly typical for this segment, with a reinforced frame designed to support adult riders and off-road stress. The tires are built for mixed terrain, offering grip on dirt, gravel, and light trail environments. However, like many bikes in this category, weight is on the heavier side, which affects portability and makes it less practical for carrying or transporting frequently. In real-world discussions and user feedback, bikes like this are often praised for their fun factor, strong torque, and off-road capability, but there are also consistent notes about variability in build consistency, customer support depending on seller, and real range being lower than advertised when pushed hard. This is something common in many 3500W class electric dirt bikes in this price segment. Now, keeping it real, there are some important limitations. First, the 3500W peak rating is not continuous power, meaning sustained output is lower during long rides. Second, range claims are optimistic and depend heavily on riding style, terrain, and speed. Third, quality control can vary since many models in this category are similar platforms under different branding. Finally, this type of bike may fall into a legal gray area depending on your location, especially if used on public roads. Overall, after thoroughly researching the ESKUTE 3500W electric dirt bike across the internet, I'd say it's worth buying if your goal is off-road riding, strong torque performance, and a fun electric dirt bike experience rather than daily commuting or highway use. It delivers solid power and suspension capability for trails and rough terrain, but you should go in with realistic expectations about range, long-term consistency, and legal use depending on your area.